Good afternoon, C-Class students. It's been a long time, but I'm finally back. Your Uncle William, back for lesson number 12. Today we're going to do Unit 10, Health. Health is very important, especially these days, as you know. And today, that's our topic. We're going to talk about suggestions and advice, and should or shouldn't. Vocabulary will be health problems. Let's look at these pictures here. Does she look healthy? I think she looks pretty healthy. A little stressed maybe. A nice building there. What do you think these people are talking about? Do you have any idea? Okay, let's turn the page and listen to the conversation between Jim and Kate.
Unit 10, page 64, Conversation.
Hey, what's up? You look terrible.
I don't feel very well.
That's too bad. Have you taken any medicine?
No, I haven't. I've been so sick that I haven't been out of the house until now.
Well, maybe you should go home. You shouldn't go to class like that.
I know, but I have American history this morning.
Why don't you see the college doctor?
That's a good idea. I'll go at lunchtime.
If I were you, I'd see the doctor right now. Anyway, what's so important about American history?
I've missed 3 classes already this semester. I can't miss another or I'll fail the course.
Wait a minute. American history is with Mr. Phillips, right?
Yeah. Why?
He's not here today. There's a note on the bulletin board. The class is canceled.
Okay, so let's go back to the previous page and look at this language box. And we can see these bold words: should, shouldn't, if I were you, I would, and why don't you? First, let's listen.
Unit 10, page 64, Language Box.
You should go to bed. You shouldn't go to class. If I were you, I'd go home. Why don't you see a doctor?
Okay, so we use these words to say advice and suggestions. Something you should do. Good idea. We look in this conversation here. You can see several times where they use those words. You should go home. That's advice. You shouldn't go to class. Why don't you see the college doctor? That's like saying, you should see the college doctor. If I were you, I'd see the doctor right now. You should see the doctor right now. Okay? So you can practice that conversation with your partner. And let's go ahead and go to the grammar. Page 111. Use should and shouldn't when we want to give advice. Positive advice, you should. You should go to bed early. You should drink lots of water. You should try to eat vegetables. You should get some exercise. And negative, you shouldn't. You shouldn't worry about the exam. You shouldn't be stressed. You shouldn't work too hard. Okay. And we also use should to ask for advice. What do you think I should do? Okay. We can say, if I were you, I would, to give advice also. If I were you, I'd take some medicine. That's just the exact same as saying you should take some medicine. Same thing. If I were you, I wouldn't go to work today. You shouldn't. Same. You shouldn't go to work today. Okay? And we use why don't you to make a suggestion. When we think something is a good idea, why don't you take some aspirin? If I were you, I would take some aspirin. Okay? You should take some aspirin. Okay? Next page, complete the conversation using these sentences. So stop your video and do those. Okay, let's take a look at the answers. You don't look very well. What's wrong? Okay. Okay. Did you get those answers? If you have a partner there, you can practice that. A, B. You're A and your partner is B. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have a lot of these phrases in this box here. Fill in these sentences with the phrases. So stop your video and do those. Okay. Those are the answers for the first 5. Going down. Six, 7, and 8. Okay, let's go back to vocabulary. For vocabulary today, we have a lot of health problems. How many of these problems have you had? The flu, the cough, COVID-19, a toothache, a backache. So let's take a look at these pictures. All right. A lot of problems. People are not feeling very good. Hurting, pain. That's not very good. Okay, so if you can stop your video and match those pictures with the words, with the problems. Okay, let's take a look at the answers. These are the first 7. And the next 7. Okay. You have a lot of solutions here. You can drink some water, lie down, use some lotion, go to the doctor, try to relax. For each problem, tell your partner the solution. For example, if I had a sunburn, number 9, if I had a sunburn, I would use some lotion. What would you do if you had a sore throat? If you had a sore throat, it looks like this, your throat hurts, what do? You can drink some water, take some vitamins, try to relax. What would you do? How about sore eyes? How about a backache? How about a cough? How about COVID-19? Just kidding. So try to find the answers there with your partner. Okay, next part, let's listen and complete the conversation.
Unit 10, page 65, Real Life Exchange.
You don't look very well. What's wrong?
I have a terrible sore throat. I've had it all morning.
Oh dear. You should take an aspirin.
I have. And I've drunk a lot of water too. But it hasn't improved.
Well, why don't you go to the doctor?
Yes, I think I'll do that. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome. I hope you get better soon.
Okay, you can listen to that again if you need to. And let's look at the answers. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Drunk. And I've drunk a lot of water. Drunk is not the simple past, but the what? Past participle. I have drunk is what kind of verb form? I have drunk. That's the past perfect. Okay? Or the present perfect, sorry. That's the present perfect. Have or has, and past participle, drunk. Drink, drank, drunk. Okay, if you can make your own conversations with these words, go ahead with your partner. Have fun with it. Let's end it off for today on page 123, pronunciation. We're on unit 10, intonation and questions. Let's take a look here. It looks like some are going up at the end and some are going down. Let's listen first.
Unit 10, page 123, pronunciation.
Have you taken some cough medicine? When did you have some? Did you see the doctor this morning? What did she say?
Okay, so as you can hear, some of those are going up at the end and some are going down. So for a yes/no question, we go up. Have you taken some cough medicine? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. That's a yes/no question, so it goes up. Did you see the doctor this morning? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. But a WH question goes down. These are questions where we need more than yes or no. When did you have some? I had some at 2 o'clock. What did she say? She said she wanted to go to lunch at 1 o'clock. Okay. So practice those a few times, and I'll leave you there for today. And I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Goodbye.